Hello, I'm Anna, and even though it may not seem like it, I'm already 39 years old. At 20, I married Juan, a man who is 20 years older than me and whose charm lies in his social and economic status, very different from that of young people my age. Love? Who knows? But he definitely captivated me. Sexually, we were quite conventional, although I didn't have previous experience to compare. In bed, Juan avoided me, and I, naive, thought it was normal. To escape the routine, I decided to spend a few days on the coast. Juan, due to work reasons, couldn't accompany me, so I ventured alone in search of adventures. As they say, better alone than in bad company. I grabbed my suitcase and set out to enjoy a vacation far from monotony. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment if you want to hear more of my stories. You won't believe the ending of this story and what I did when I received a call from my husband and my mouth was busy. Upon boarding the bus, I encountered Arturo, the driver, and his presence left me speechless. Tall, dark-haired, with an athletic body and that smile that melts anyone. A real heartthrob that any woman would sigh over. Arriving at the hotel, we struck up a conversation. I mentioned that I didn't know the city and feared I'd be bored stiff, and he kindly offered to be my guide to show me the most beautiful spots. For the first date, I decided to dress up. I had to make an urgent stop at a boutique to find something sexier than what I was wearing. Tight dresses, silks, and more to show off my body, which, by the way, is not bad at all. At my age, my curves are still generous, and without modesty, I can say that I'm desirable. Arturo took me for a walk around the city, and honestly, I felt like a teenager in her first love. Every word of his transported me to another world. We ended the night in a nightclub, dancing to slow music. Feeling his closeness gave me goosebumps, and for the first time, my body reacted in a way I had never experienced before. I desired him intensely, but my shyness and fears got the best of me. Despite everything, we made plans for the next day. That night, upon returning to my room, my hands began to explore my body gently. The memory of Arturo excited me immensely. I closed my eyes and let myself be carried away by fantasy, imagining that it was his hands caressing me, his lips trailing my skin. The next day, nerves overwhelmed me. I wanted to seduce Arturo, but my shyness held me back. However, I enjoyed every moment by his side. How could he not notice my feelings when looking into his eyes? Perhaps he was waiting for my total surrender. The night came, and we bid farewell with a kiss at my room door. I almost cursed myself for not confessing my desires. I was about to go to bed when the doorbell rang. Opening it, there he was. Our eyes met, and in a desperate embrace, without the need for words, I knew what would come next. Our lips met in an endless kiss, and his hands began to caress my body tenderly. Slowly, without rush, we undressed each other. The touch of his skin against mine was intoxicating, and my whispered desires filled the room. We surrendered to each other with passion and dedication. Every caress, every kiss was a new discovery. Time stood still, and we lost ourselves in the ecstasy of the moment. I woke up with the first rays of sunlight, wrapped in Arturo's arms, who was still asleep. I admired his body, and my hand slid towards his sex, awakening desire between us once again. Arturo woke up and looked at me with a mischievous spark in his eyes. "It's time for breakfast," he said with a playful smile. Without hesitation, my lips and tongue began to explore every inch of his skin, eliciting moans of pleasure from both of us. The pleasure of giving and receiving intertwined in a sensual dance that took us to new heights of ecstasy. While in bed with Arturo, the phone rang. My heart skipped a beat when I saw the screen light up with my husband Juan's name. I swallowed hard, trying to control the nerves that engulfed me. I answered the call with the calmest tone possible, trying to hide the anxiety that overwhelmed me, but still with my hands and mouth occupied with Arturo. After the call, feeling the urgent need to continue where we left off, his hands continued to explore my body with a gentleness that filled me with desire. Every caress, every kiss ignited a burning fire within me. We spent the morning tangled in the sheets, exploring every corner of our bodies with insatiable eagerness. Arturo had become my master, and I was ready to fulfill all his desires. I didn't want the moment of separation to arrive. Every moment with Arturo was like a dream I didn't want to wake up from. I was captivated by his presence, his touch, the warmth of his body next to mine. Arturo told me he needed to go home, but the thought of being apart was unbearable. We looked at each other with complicity, seeking a solution that would allow us to stay together. Finally, we devised a plan for Arturo to stay in my city. We decided to pass him off as a cousin of mine who was visiting and wanted to settle in the area. It was a lie, yes, but it was our only chance to be together. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and a comment for more stories like this. I hope you become part of our great community. Thank you very much, and see you later.